Okay, this is an interesting one. I've taken the starter deck Yugi, and what I've done is created a starter deck for Weevil. So this is a very, very similar build and style of deck that the original starter deck Yugi in Kaiba had. So basically what I've done is I've taken a lot of the insect monsters have come from the Legend of Blue Eyes booster pack, and what we've done is we've built a starter deck for Weevil. So we never had this in real life, which was a shame because I feel like they could have created more starter decks. But anyway, what's he got? That's a how do you say that monster? Kamakiriman. Kamakiriman. Okay. So that'll have 1600 defense because Weevil drew Forest on his first turn field spell card, so he will get a field power bonus. And oh nice, okay, Yugi's got a Dispel. There goes Weevil's Forest. He's also got a Wing Cleaver and a Giant Flea, so we're going to play all the duels from Weevil's perspective because we already know what's in the starter deck Yugi. Okay, 1400 to 1400, so that's a neutral. Alright, Weevil does have the Giant Flea in his hand. That can destroy Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress. There's a Man-Eater bug too. So yes, all of Weevil's monsters in this deck are insects. I've kept it very similar to his Duelist Kingdom deck as well. So, you know, I haven't put in Parasite, Paraseed or any of those high-end effect insect monsters. I've stuck to early gen and made it as starter deck as possible for this generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's not a strong deck, but it should be competitive at this level. Alright, Yugi has decided to tribute Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress, and summon Doma, the Angel of Silence. Alright, that will give him enough points to be able to defeat Kamakiriman. Now there is a Man-Eater bug on the field as well, so that can destroy Doma, but let's see what Weevil draws. He has drawn Infinite Dismissal. Level 3 or lower monsters are destroyed during the end phase of the turn that they are normal summoned or flip summoned. Okay, there is Giant Flea by Weevil, and he's going to flip up the Man-Eater bug, which is going to destroy Doma, the Angel of Silence. So Yugi is set to lose 1950 life points unless he's got a magical trap, which he does, Waboku. So he will be able to defend himself from the attacks, so won't do any battle damage for this turn. Weevil decides to go straight to the end phase. So Weevil with the advantage here. Yugi has started his turn, he's drawn a card. Let's see if he has a response to this. Alright, there's the Magical Ghost. And there's a Reinforcements trap card that Yugi had face down. He'll be able to destroy the Giant Flea with this. Now we're looking at Weevil's hand. The only other monster he has is a Winged Cleaver. He does have a Monster Reborn, which he might have to use. There's a Gokubor. That has 1400 defense, so he can play that in defense and be okay. He could summon Giant Flea with Monster Reborn, but you don't really want to use your Monster Reborn unless you have to. Alright, Yugi has played Celtic Guardian. That will be neutral with Gokubor. But Yugi can destroy the Man-Eater bug. So Weevil is down to one monster on the field. And what's he got here? Flying Kamakiri 2. So that's a 1500 attack. And that will be able to destroy the Celtic Guardian. Alright, Magical Ghost now will probably have to go to defense unless Yugi has got something else to play. And he does. He plays Sorcerer of the Doomed and puts Magical Ghost to defense mode. He will destroy Gokubor, which is a good move. It's only a loss of 50 life points from flying Kamakiri. So you'll take the 50 life point loss to get a monster off the field. There's Cocoon of Evolution. Now, to get that to its best form, the Great Moth, which Weevil does have in his deck. I did put that in. I didn't put the perfectly ultimate Great Moth in, but I did put the Great Moth. The perfectly ultimate Great Moth is almost impossible to summon. So basically, Weevil needs to draw Petite Moth. He then needs to summon Petite Moth and then add Cocoon of Evolution to it. And then after, I think, 5 turns, it's either 4 or 5 turns, then you can special summon the Great Moth. Okay, Yugi has tributed his magical ghost to summon Curse of Dragon, one of his stronger monsters. And Flying Kamakiri 2 is destroyed. There's 500 points of damage to Weevil. Alright, what's Weevil going to do in response here? All he's got on the field is Wing Cleaver. There's Diankito. That'll give Weevil 1,000 life points. I reckon he's going to have to play Cocoon of Evolution, which means he won't be able to summon the perfectly ultimate Great Moth. I did put the Armored Metal Bug in Weevil's deck as well. That's a 2800 attack that does need 2 tributes to get onto the field. I've used cards mostly from the booster packs, not going further than the 2003 series. So the starter deck Weevil that I've created doesn't have anything crazy. Alright, there's Killer Needle. And Weevil has just decided to end his turn. He does still have a face down defense in Cocoon of Evolution, which Curse of Dragon can't get through. And there it is there, that will do. That's just a neutral cancel out. Okay, there's Petite Moth. Unfortunately, he can't play it with his Cocoon of Evolution anymore. Okay, Weevil has decided to set his Killer Needle for some extra defense, just in case Yugi does find the means to destroy Cocoon of Evolution. And what do we have now? We have Yugi playing a face down defense. And Killer Needle is destroyed. It's been a close duel so far. We're at turn 18, going on turn 19. We've got Weevil at 8200 life points and Yugi at 7850, so we're still... Alright, there's a stop defense, and Weevil has elected to flip that card face up. It is a Claw Reacher. And there's Infinite Dismissal. Claw Reacher is only 3 stars, so Infinite Dismissal could destroy Claw Reacher. Wait, no, it can't. During the end phase of the turn that they are normal summoned or flip summoned. So no, Infinite Dismissal won't work against Claw Reacher because that's already been summoned. Alright, there is a tribute, and Yugi has brought the Dark Magician to the field. So this could spell doom for Weevil right here. He'll have to mount quite a comeback to be able to get back from this. There's Book of Secret Arts equipped to Dark Magician. And Sword of Dark Destruction. That'll put it at 3200. Alright, Cocoon of Evolution is destroyed and Weevil is on the ropes here. He needs to draw either a Dark Hole or something. Alright, there's a Hercules Beetle, but that's a 5-star monster. So Weevil will have to play Petite Moth in defense mode. So Infinite Dismissal won't be able to get Petite Moth because it's face down. If it's face up, it would destroy it. Alright, there's Ancient Elf. Other cards that Weevil has, he does have Insect Armor with the Laser Cannon and that Laser Cannon Armor, those 2 equipped cards for insect types. And he's just got the usual starter deck cards like a Dark Hole, a Fissure, you know, a Remove Trap, a Dispel, things like that. The 7 Tools of the Bandit as well. Alright, there's Red Medicine. That's another magic card which I decided to add to Weevil. That'll be a 500 point increase to his life points. He's really got no choice but to use his Monster Reborn now as well. And he will call Curse of Dragon to the field, so he can get rid of that. Magical Sorcerer. Is that what it? No, Ancient Elf. So Ancient Elf is going to be destroyed here. Weevil will still take a bit of damage from Dark Magician, but he had to try and mount some sort of fight back. Alright, Yugi straight to the battle phase. Dark Magician will destroy Curse of Dragon. That's 1200 life points off of Weevil again. And the first duel is looking like it's going to be a victory to Yugi, unless Weevil draws something. Alright, there's a D-Spell. He can get rid of the Sword of Dark Destruction, but I don't think it's going to do too much good. Alright, there's Yami. That will give Dark Magician another 200 attack again. And there's a direct attack, so if Weevil can't draw anything on the next turn, he will lose. I think Weevil's pretty much lost from here. Alright, there's Fiend Scorpion, a weaker insect monster. Weevil plays in defense. He will be able to last one more turn if Yugi doesn't have any other monsters. And there's a remove trap. That will get rid of infinite dismissal. Alright, Dark Magician destroys the Fiend Scorpion. And it's... okay, there's basic insects, so Weevil is still managing to hold on, but it's only a matter of time before Yugi either draws another monster or Weevil doesn't. And that will be the end of the duel. There it is, Great White. So Yugi only needs to attack with the Dark Magician and then directly with Great White. There's no need to risk, which he does. Good clean technique. And Yugi is going to pick up the first win of the round. Well, that was quite a quality duel. It went for quite a few turns, and it did take a while before Yugi finally got that win. We are still looking from Weevil's perspective because we already know what's in starter deck Yugi. Alright, there's Nightmare Scorpion and Giant Scorpion of the Tundra. There's also a Stop Defense, a 7 Tools of the Bandit, and Forest again. Weevil did draw Forest again on his first turn. So that'll give him a field power bonus, and he decides to set Nightmare Scorpion down on the field, along with 7 Tools of the Bandit, which can negate the activation of a trap card. Alright, Yugi for his first turn. He has played Neo the Magic Swordsman. So he will be able to destroy Nightmare Scorpion. Alright, there is Dark Hole from Weevil. He'll be able to use that to destroy Neo the Magic Swordsman. And he will now be able to summon Giant Scorpion of the Tundra, which will get a 200 point bonus from the effect of Forest, and he will be able to deal 1300 points of damage direct to Yugi. Alright, what's Yugi got in response? Yugi plays Mystic Clown, that's 1500 attack, so he can easily get past the Giant Scorpion of the Tundra. That's 200 points of damage to Weevil. Alright, Weevil's in trouble here. He hasn't got card count, he's only got Stop Defense in his hand. That's Flying Kamakiri number 1. Now, we did see Flying Kamakiri number 2 in the other duel. Flying Kamakiri, when that's destroyed, you can special summon one wind monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck in face-up attack position. Weevil doesn't have a lot of wind monsters in his deck, but he's got a couple. Okay, there's Summon Skull. That's going to be very difficult for Weevil to get off the field. Alright, Flying Kamakiri's effect activates as Flying Kamakiri number 2. There's Blade Fly as well. That has a 500 point attack increase for wind monsters, a 400 defense decrease. Weevil goes with Flying Kamakiri number 2, but I don't think he's really going to be able to do much. Getting Summon Skull off the field is going to be very difficult, and Weevil doesn't have his Dark Hole anymore. Alright, there's a set for Basic Insect, and Flying Kamakiri number 2 goes to defense mode. Turn change, back to Yugi. And there's Yami, so now they're both getting a field power bonus. And there's Feral Imp. That too will also pick up a field power bonus from the effect of Yami. It's very good play from Yugi. Feral Imp destroys Flying Kamakiri number 2. Summon Skull gets rid of the basic insect, and Weevil is very much on the ropes. He has to draw. In fact, I don't think there is actually really anything in his deck that is going to be able to get rid of what Yugi has on the field. And Infinite Dismissal, that's not going to help. So Weevil's got no choice but to end his turn. So the strongest card in Weevil's deck is the Metal Armored Bug, which is 2800, which is quite strong. I think that was in Metal Raiders. The Metal Raiders booster pack. Alright, so Weevil's been creamed in this one. And the only other really strong monster he has, I think he has got Insect Queen. I think I put Insect Queen in his deck, that's 2200. There's Laser Insect Armor with the Laser Cannon, that won't help Weevil in this situation. He is well and truly beaten by Yugi, just like he was in Duelist Kingdom in the anime. Yugi is going to end the duel with Summoned Skull. That's how he beat it, although Weevil had his Great Moth on the field. However, Yugi has got the win over Weevil, so that's 2-0. The starter deck Weevil, it is very much balanced, the same as like Joey and Kaiba, but anyway, hope you enjoyed the little custom duel with a make-believe starter deck Weevil. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, keep well, and I will hope to see you again very soon for some more duel action. Farewell.